Step 5, advantages and disadvantages. This is very close to being ready to go at this point. You've identified the problem with who, what, when, where, how, why, and what your role in it is. You've reframed the problem into a goal oriented question to tee up brainstorming. After brainstorming individually and or as a group, you've started to group your ideas together and have some really great viable combined ideas. The three solutions are starting to become pretty obvious, and now we're ready to outline advantages and disadvantages of each. Now is when we're getting real with the possibility of success or failure. Are we going to cure this for long term results or just fix them temporarily? Be honest. Discuss the real potential outcomes of each one of your solutions. Talk about who will support each one and why or why not. After you weigh the advantages and disadvantages of each, come up with a viable solution that will ensure long term results and accountability. One of the things that can be really helpful is to picture yourself communicating these ideas and what do you think people's responses will be? How might this idea play out? What could possibly happen, both positive and negative? What pushback will there be? What potential subsequent problems might exist? Will this solution have any barriers as far as logistics or budget? Will leadership buy in? Is it practical? Are there any communication challenges involved in rolling out this solution? Other considerations might be around culture, rules, regulations, processes, procedures, human resistance to change, etc. So let's take, for example, right now we're living in COVID times at the time of this recording. And one of the challenges that we're facing is how are we going to get back to work? So let's say we've gone through the whole process and now we're down to discussing the advantages and disadvantages of a few solutions. So here's what that might look like. We've decided to install infrared lights to clean the workplace. Right? The advantage of that is that it reduces cleaning time and it reduces the manpower involved with cleaning, which then reduces our costs. The only thing is, or the disadvantages, is that it is expensive to install and it may not really work. Not enough tests have actually been done to help us be confident, or others that would approve this be confident that it actually works, which in turn might prevent people from wanting to come to work because they're not so sure about the red lights. Here's a second solution. Have each person clean before and after work with bleach wipes. So the advantage is, wow, Clorox wipes are not so expensive, and everybody would be involved in responsibility for keeping everything clean. The disadvantage is that accountability may be an issue. Not everybody would participate. It's possible that someone might miss a spot because they're just not that thorough. Or possibly there could be a problem with just disposing of all the cleaning supplies. That can be quite cumbersome. All right, solution 3. Stay home and schedule work in shifts so that less people are coming to work on a daily basis. And then hire a cleaning service. So the advantage would be people would like to work from home. We could get a smaller building and reduce expenses in real estate. The disadvantage is that the cleaning service costs might go up. We have a lease commitment if we needed to get out of some of our space, and moving would really be hard to do. So you get the idea. There can be a real pull to gloss over this step. We have a tendency to want to be super optimistic here, but what we really need to do is to critically think about what will work and what won't. Ask those hard questions. Will people buy into your idea? And what pushback will they have? This is not to say that there's a perfect solution that will not get any pushback, but it prepares you to be in a position to share your plan for overcoming those barriers in your recommendation. And that's where our focus will be in the next session. We're going to cover our last two steps of prepare and recommend and engaging feedback. I look forward to seeing you then.